I'm very good at being self-destructive and self-sabotaging, not on purpose, but I always feel like there's a part of me that don't want to succeed and a part of me that's like more ambitious. I'm from south of France, like close to Bordeaux, a little place like beach town called Le Pilat. My dad died when I was 5, and then I got very dark. You lose all your child's dream because you get such an like intense proof of reality, and like life is not a fairy tale. I was like a really morbid child because I was thinking, oh, I want to like go to his grave and dig him and like lay in his grave with him. I wanted to just be with my dad. I just was asking a lot of questions like, where does the body go? Does it go to heaven? Mom, why do we eat animals? We shouldn't eat animals. I want to see them standing like trees. And like put 2 and 2 together, and I was like, well, I wouldn't want any animals to eat my dad's corpse. So I don't want to eat any animals, dad's or mom. So I stopped. My mom had me do all these things, like activities to get me out of the house. So I started going to acting school when I was 5, and I knew right away that like my dream job was telling stories. I stopped school at 16 and left and moved to Paris by myself. I felt like since I'm 10, I was telling my mom I was gonna leave the house. Like I was like a mini grown-up, and I feel like now that I'm 27, I'm in my teenage crisis because I grew up too fast. In my head, I felt like I had a lot of responsibilities, and I just didn't feel like having a child's life. I wanted to be an adult and work and make my own money. I was an extra in a lot of like TV things to make money. I thought at least I would learn my job instead of like working at a bar. I'd rather be an extra on set. And I was 16, so I have everything to learn. Still do, every day. But then I soon enough got really bored of it, and at 20 started just writing and playing music and taught myself how to play guitar and bass and drums. I think I always liked playing dressed up since I'm a kid. I remember going in my grandma's attic. As soon as I would go to her house, I would want to go in the attic and like find her beautiful old rings and jewelry and clothes and put it on and have my mom take photos of me in these old clothes. All I want to look like right now is a white goth, since I like chopped all my dark, heavy curls and was like, I just want to look like Andy Warhol.
If I'm indoors, I feel like I should wear different clothes, and I'm always in like comfy clothes when I'm home. Wherever home is, wherever my suitcase is. I like mixing things a lot. I sway sexually between everything. I love men and women and animals in a friendly way. I feel like we're not just one thing, and I would get really bored if I was just given the option of wearing one type of clothes for the rest of my life. So I like switching a lot and looking very girly one day and dressing like a man the next.
The thing is that I don't buy that very much clothes, and especially not new clothes. These shoe brand called Mishka, they're in Buenos Aires, and they're just my favorite shoes. I have a crazy collection of vintage Vans t-shirts, a lot of them. Then tons of jewels, very special treasures. Turquoise is the lucky stone. These are supposed to ground me because I'm a self-destructive Scorpio. And this is Mom and Dad's wedding ring that when he died, she had them reunified, so she was wearing it until I was 16, and she gave it to me on my 16th birthday when I left home. This is citrine because it's good for me, and Lakers t-shirt just because we're in LA and what the fuck not. Just a mess really most of the time. Just like crashing on people's couch that I hardly know. Like in New York, I had to like post something on Facebook. Hey, does anyone know where I can sleep tonight? And my friends were like, my sister knows some people in New York. They live uptown. Maybe you can go there. And I'm like, okay. I'd rather sleep with friends. But... I've never done movies here. I did one that came out last year, that just came out here on DVD today actually. It's called Augustine, where I played the lead, and it was all about hysteria in late 1800s. It was just like insanely rewarding and incredible, and every morning waking up at 5 a.m. was the best thing in the world, and coming back home covered in bruises because I fell and screamed. Every day I would come back and be like, I gave everything I had in me for this director, this movie, this story, to make the best version I could of this girl story that really existed. I feel like everything I do is a failure, and I don't feel like I'm legit in anything ever. And then sometimes I have like little thing reminding me like, oh, I got an award for Best Actress. Just appreciating things for what they are and knowing that everything is ephemeral and like we only have one chance at this life. I'm at peace when I'm in danger. That might sound really weird, but like, I don't know. I feel, not when I'm in danger, that's not true. When I'm challenged, I feel very filled with adrenaline and this humongous energy, and I feel like I'm indestructible. I don't know how you say that. And this is how I like to feel most days.